y'all doing? I didn't even know y'all watching me. Look at y'all. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to talk about just yet. But I do know I want to talk about something. It's a lot been going on in life. And, yeah. Let's talk about fake people. How about that? That sounds quite right? It sounds right, about right. Well, one second. One second. I'm trying to find my ball. I got some liquor somewhere. Ah! I made it myself. It ain't Kool-Aid, y'all. I know y'all think it's Kool-Aid. It ain't Kool-Aid. I made this myself. I know what this is. Ain't Kool-Aid. Ah, some good stuff right there. Anyway, there was a time in my life that I thought I had friends. I called everybody friends. I could have just met you and your mother too, and I call you my friend. But then I got older, and I got to seeing how real people were, and I got to seeing how people, And I said, hell no, that ain't gonna work. And my other self said, yes, the hell it will, because you got to give people a chance. I said, nah, I said, they ain't going to do nothing but hurt me. And then I went on ahead and listened to my first self. Let me tell you about my first self. My first self is Christopher. He a nice person. He give everybody a chance. He's a sweetheart, He kind of ignorant because of everything he go through, relationship wise, friendship, family even. Family ain't no damn good either. Some of them. This isn't, not everybody family, but a lot of family members ain't shit. They smell of shit because they ain't shit. And normally when you ain't shit, you start to smell and look like shit. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The second me is just Chris. And he's a little more, fuck him. Move on. You don't need nobody but your God himself, And I tend to listen to Christopher more. But the other day I was laying in my bed and I was so lonely. Cold. Give me a second. Oh, that was so lonely. And I thought to myself, Chris, you take too much, buddy. It's time for you to get your chunky, skinny, nasty ass together. You got to get the fuck up. Because if you don't, your ass gonna rot because ain't nobody gonna come get you. I got up and I made a few phone calls. I did. And when I made them phone calls, I let their asses know. Their asses. I don't want to mention any names on here, but you can only imagine what their asses, the category they consisted of. But I call them and I say, this wasn't Christopher talking, it was Chris. So look here, ho. I don't like you anymore. I said, well, Chris, when you decide you didn't like me? I said, well, I've been knowing, I just didn't know how to tell you. So you've been faking? I said, no, I wouldn't call it fake, I call it dealing with. And she's like, well, I get it. Why you decided this? I said, well, everything had happened. I told her everything happened. I ain't gonna be too personal. But I let her know what had happened and, ooh, excuse me. Give me a second. Oof. God, the aftertaste is always Anyway, and then I made another phone call. This time I called Auntie Betty. She wasn't too happy about this phone call. Now, see, she crazy as hell. Never fuck mess with a family member that's got a vehicle just like you got. Uh, I called. I said, Auntie Betty, I said, I feel like you've been fighting me. She said, boy, watch your mouth. I said, I'm just trying to tell you something. I said, I'm grown. I said, and I think it's time for me to let you know how I feel. She said, boy, you better make this shit quick because you know I got to get up and I got to, you know, personal things. See, she a prostitute. And she caught the HIV virus not too long ago. And but anyway, back to the subject that I was talking about. But yeah, she was like, boy, you better make this quick because you know I got things I got to be doing. And I was like, okay. So I said, you remember that time I let you borrow that $300? She was like, yeah. She said, what about it? She said, boy, you better not be getting on. I said, now listen. I said, well, I don't want it back. I said, I did. Yeah, I said, but you can keep it. I say, I said, I said, you can keep it. And I just don't want to fool with you anymore. Next thing I know, she hung up the phone. I went on to the next person, called them, told them whatever. Before I could get off the phone with the next person, she was knocking on my window. And then when I look out the window, I thought it was one of my little booty calls I had called up. Because, you know, but anyway, uh, all I saw was this. So I went out there, and as soon as I opened the door, and I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? And she done knocked me out, and one of my yarn dreads fell out, and I'm sitting there laying on the floor, hollering, holding my eye like the woman off Kill Bill, you know. I mean, and then she told me, boy, don't you ever say it to me. Exactly what you want to do it to me. Usher been saying that song, my body, babe. What Diamond do? You better let me say that alright, you never had it, do it to me. Talk to me, to me. Ow. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I know this talk was a little boring. Next time I have a topic. But I just want to let you know a few things that have been going on in my life and with me and myself and Irene, you know. But anyway, just, you know, let me know what you think. If you think I should shut the hell up and I shouldn't talk about personal things and other things, let me know. But if you feel that this was an okay convo, then, you know, just let me know, you know. But like I said, let me know what you think, because if you like it, I'll definitely come back with something better, and it'll just get better. But you know, but I guess I'm gonna get off the phone, computer. See y'all later. Bye, YouTube.